Oh, hi. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Jayco Show. I just wanted to say thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure to like and subscribe. And let's get on with tonight's content. All right, I'm going to go ahead and just say this out and outright. And I'm not even going to claim to have any level of expertise on the coronavirus. I don't know where it started. I don't know how it is obtained. I don't know how to, preventing it is, I think, having clean hands and not just passing it on. I literally know nothing about this current phenomenon that has gripped the world right now. And one of the things that I've observed in recent, within the last several years, is that when something like this happens, something this major, something this global, there's always a tendency of reaction. Well, we're obviously going to react to something that is as serious as this particular thing may be. But how we handle it is, I find, extraordinarily intriguing, especially with this particular phenomenon. Now, for some of you who may not know this, I live in North Texas. I live in a county in North Texas, which is it's the north of Dallas, Dallas-Fort Worth, for those of you that need a reference point. And we have a tendency here because we have usually fair weather throughout the entire year. I mean, it's really, really ideal. But occasionally, we will have some weather that is a little bit out of the ordinary. So as we have very mild winters. So whenever we get snow here, it's often very rare, and we as a population in North Texas and in other, I'm sure this happens in other parts of the country as well. We have a tendency to overreact. And by overreact, I mean severely overreact. And examples of this would be, so if we even get, like, say for example, a dusting of snow, a dusting just barely covers the ground, you will see a run on the grocery stores. You will see a run at the gas pumps. It's like the end of the world is upon us. And the it's incredible. To walk into a grocery store, just moments or just a few day, maybe the day before or the day after this dusting of snow. We'll just use that example of just how barren, uh, wiped out the stock is, completely wiped out. You name it, if you want it, it's gone. With that example of the overreaction. With the coronavirus, I've noticed a couple of things that I found. One to be peculiar, the one to be a little bit more alarming. And here's the peculiar one. As I mentioned with the overreaction to the weather, how there's a run on the gas pumps or there's a run on the grocery stores. Here is what has been the run on the market has been this. Now, obviously, hand sanitizer, because you want to keep your hands clean. Soap is in demand, but the one thing that I found to be the most peculiar thing that is run on is toilet paper, toilet tissue, bathroom tissue, whatever you want to call it. Some stores, they can't keep it on the shelf, and I'm not exaggerating. I thought whenever I saw some of the postings on social media about people buying toilet paper, I thought people were kidding. No, it is not. That is absolutely positively true. And the hand sanitizer, I understand. It's about cleanliness. It's about not spreading the virus, which, as I said before, I know nothing about. But why that particular item? And that is so peculiar to me because you would think that if you were going to with the overreactions that we do here, with the running on the grocery stores and just stocking up on water and stocking up on food and making sure your car has a full tank of gas, that's what I would normally see. But a run on it's shocking. And what's even kind of like on a consumer standpoint, there are some customers that actually need to buy toilet paper for their home, but can't do it because it can't be it will not stay on the shelf long enough. That one was the peculiar one for me, and I'm pretty sure it's going to translate to other things as well because this is evidently becoming more and more alarming, which gets me to the next point. And as I was driving home, I went out to run some errands. As I was driving home, uh, this literally was happening on the radio as I was driving home, that the NBA canceled, I mean, stopped a game full on. I believe it was in Utah, and there was suspicions about some of the players being ill, and they shut it down. They shut it down within the last hour. Within the last few hours, the NBA has suspended all play. They've suspended the season, and it's not just the NBA that has gone to these kind of measures. The NCAA has they've more or less decided they're going to go ahead and play the tournament, but they're going to play in gymnasiums that are limited to specific family members. So what that means is these young men and women who are going to be playing for the Final Four in the next few weeks, they're essentially going to be playing in empty gyms, with the exception of the two teams, the coaches, the staff, probably the broadcast teams, and just a few parents. Now, some people's and evidently that's the way it's going to go down. And when they say just the few parents, that means there are no cheerleaders, there are no pep bands, there are no other fans apart from a handful of parents in these massive gymnasiums. And so some of the sports leagues, especially I know the ones in Italy, the soccer, they've been playing in empty stadiums. Um, the NBA, as I said within the last few hours, the NBA has suspended its season. Major League Baseball, I believe the Seattle Mariners, their opening day won't even be in Seattle. I believe it'll be in a neighboring park um, within, I guess, the Seattle metro area. Um, so this is alarming. This is very alarming, and knowing what to think about this is something that is I've not experienced anything like this before in my own life, and I'm not saying that to jump to conclusions. It's just this phenomena is just it's just picking up speed, and it's the fascination that is coming with it, and the reactions that are being taken. As far as travel or quarantine or these leagues suspending games or playing in. I believe if I was hearing it correctly, before the NBA suspended the season, there was one team. I think it was the Warriors. They were not going to play in their normal gym. They were going to play in another gym, and I believe it's going to be empty. But that's I guess not the case now as it is. So this is alarming. This is very peculiar, and we're witnessing something here right now that gee, I'm really hoping for the best. I really 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 hope that our human spirit and everything is going to help us combat this virus, which as I said before, I have no idea about, and I would never, not one time, disparage anybody that is I guess contracted it or taken on the symptoms of it, and most certainly those that have lost loved ones from this thing. So, um, so that's just me weighing in. Are we overreacting? is this, or are we doing the right thing with being cautious? It's a conundrum, and it's something that I think should be talked about. Um, well, that's all I have to say. That's all I need to. I just needed to express something because the elephant in the room is there, and we are going to we're going to be dealing with this in some way somehow. So let's all hope that we can work together and get rid of this thing and hopefully continue on with our happy lives. Once again, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. And I'll see you next time.